Let me give you a general synopsis of the people you don't want to mess with in your life. That first person on the list is going to be your mom. That's right. She knows all your weaknesses. And if you get on her bad side, don't think that she's not going to exploit them and bring you back to reality, sonny boy. That's just the way it works. I know my mom would do the same. The second group of people, those are going to be video game players. You do not want to get on the bad side of a group of video game players. It doesn't make a difference. Look, you could make video games for 100 years. You could make the best video games on the market. People could love to play your games. And then in one fell swoop, you make one single mistake and they all group together on the internet with the veil of anonymity and they tear your empire to the ground. Or that could happen. We've seen video game communities get quite in the huff about things before. We've got another one of those stories here. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. It's late on Friday night, but I knew I had to cover this just from all my video game playing fans out there. I'm sure you're playing a video game right now, to be honest with you. Just give me a little bit of attention and then you can go back to playing something good. Electronic Arts is putting out a video game. It came out on November 9th with early access or a continued beta into when the actual launch date is. It launches next Friday. That game is a very small title. It's not really very well known. It's Star Wars. I'm not entirely sure if you've ever heard of it, but it's out there. They're making a video game about this Star Wars thing. I'm not sure. Battlefront 2 is the game. I'm sure it's all sorts of fun and stuff. But this video game does not have video game players very happy. See, what EA did is they put a bunch of in-game purchases inside what is already an $80 retail game that's probably going to end up having some pricey downloadable content in the future, and the video game community does not like that at all. EA this month is down, despite the S&P 500, which EA is a part of, being up. Why is that? Well, EA did have a fairly tepid quarterly report a couple of weeks back, but this is not helping them at all. Because I think even the shareholders understand that when the video game community gets together and gets a little huffy about what you're doing, it really can steamroll an entire game and put a company on notice. There's no two ways around that at all. And EA's suffering the blowback. See, today they paused all in-game purchases because the community said, you know what? You guys are making this so that other people who are willing to just drop a bunch of money into this can be better than me, even though I'm a better video game player. I put more time into this. I got better equipment. I got a faster computer. Whatever it happens to be that you think sets the edge for you, that edge seemingly gets taken away as somebody else can come in and just drop their paycheck into a video game, and all of a sudden your video gaming skill, which should be the predominant force in how good or bad you are in a video game, becomes relatively passé. Tisk tisk. You don't want to make these gentlemen and gentle ladies too upset because they band together like a pack of dogs and they will tear you down. EA came out today and said they were sorry. They've made a mistake. They did not gauge the community's feedback well enough. They've paused all in-game purchases. Not saying they were taking them off the table forever, but they were pausing them for now. The people over at the Bank of America Merrill Lynch said they were expecting these sales for Star Wars Battlefront 2 to be really good, and they are not expecting them to meet sales expectations now. They're not even expecting them to get close to what EA was projecting this video game was going to do, all because of the blowback before the launch date even happened. EA could probably rectify this situation. They're a big enough company to do so, but you know when you're that big and you've got that many video gamers playing your games, you could really tip everything because so many people get mad so fast. And the way the information moves on the internet nowadays, there is just no way to stop the snowball from rolling once it gets rolling. EA is definitely doing a little catch up and trying to quell the storm that's surrounding Battlefront 2, and it's not the storm of everybody trying to log on because the game's so good. It's everybody worried about, should I waste my money and my time playing this when Johnny come lately comes along and just drops his paycheck in and all of a sudden better than I am. EA is going to have a lot of rectifying to do with their fan base. This is probably not going to help their share price at all. It hasn't recently, and I don't foresee it being something that gets fixed in the near future. We'll have to see how the sales of Star Wars Battlefront 2 go, but it might not be a great quarterly report for EA come the start of next year. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, thumbs up for this video, all videos, thumbs up for you video game players. We don't want to get on your bad side, but we do want to make sure your portfolio is doing well. Leave us a comment, let us know what video game you're playing, let us know about this Star Wars Battlefront game. Let us know what you're doing for the weekend. We love hearing from you. Have yourselves an outstanding Friday.